It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game. I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Hits him on the out route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down. Now looking to throw. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
His return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? And when you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Wright reels it in. And they had that one contained right at the line. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play action here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All right, set now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give for Wright. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Brought in by Ayuk. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. That finds Ayuk complete. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks hold a slim 2-point lead early. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. He fires one deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Man in motion here. From the 45 on 2nd down. This one falls incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Now a run with Wright. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Throwing now from the gun. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So second down coming up.
Let's go now.
Looking to the air here. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming. He'll look to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 27. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Seahawks football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's DK on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Left side caught by Metcalf. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. It's caught Metcalf. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down carry for Taylor. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. To throw here on 1st down. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, set, I go.
Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder. It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it. Has the connection to right. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Keely Ringo making the play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Throwing now, following the turnover. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down. He'll throw it. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Motioning the tight end now. Quick throw left side, complete. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. And he's delivering.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. To throw it on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Setting up a throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking for a throw here. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now we'll send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Keenan Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. J.J. McCarthy, strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to K. Scott and Brock
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
Brought in by Ayuk. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The 49ers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wright running out of the gun. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Right again. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Second and 1. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Still sticking with the passing game. Throw left side, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. They go play action here. Throw complete to Sinnott. He's got a gain of 6 there. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll throw it yet again. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll throw it again. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Touchdown, San Francisco! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They go again with Taylor. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard. They're throwing it. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This, our last play of the quarter. Hand up, running left, right. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 23. Complete out to the right side. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Running behind center with Wright. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They run again with Wright. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. They run it from the gun with Wright. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. He's going to throw this one. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The give to Wright. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Here's Wright on the carry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll throw on 1st. Wright reels it in. Oh, he lost the football. And he gets his own fumble, so the comeback hopes are still alive, but that clock keeps running. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a 49er 1st down. This is Wright running left. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers needing a couple. On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. From the right hash, 52 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He'll look to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Metcalf's got it, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Back to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion right. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. Setting up to pass. That finds Ayuk complete. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Extremely important moment here for the Seahawks as they go for 2. Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the 49ers on offense. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Pass play on 1st and 10. Try and push it deep downfield. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
So this kick now to force overtime. And he's good on that point after. They elect not to play for the win. They're saying they think they can win it in overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led him to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is right. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12. Dropping back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Play action on first down. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a 49er first down. Throwing it again here. Has it down close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Seattle.